So let's talk about the next question, that is question number 9. And in question number 9, basically we have 4 parts. As you can see on the screen here, we have the first part of question number 9, which is differentiate between the following, and we have to differentiate between red algae and brown algae. So the answer goes like this: red algae are grouped under the class Rhodophyceae. When we are comparing the red algae and brown algae, we will differentiate and we will write all the characteristics of red algae here and the characteristics of brown algae here. First of all, we are just discussing the characters or differences between the red algae and brown algae. Now, as red algae are actually grouped under the class Rhodophyceae, if we talk about the food, reserve food in them, in red algae, it is Floridian starch, which is similar to the glycogen in structure. If we talk about the chlorophyll pigments present in red algae or Rhodophyceae, then they contain chlorophyll A, chlorophyll D and phycoerythrin. Then if we talk about the flagella are absent in the members of red algae or Rhodophyceae. Whereas if we talk about the brown algae, then brown algae are grouped under the class Phaeophyceae. The pigments, the main pigments present in the brown algae or the members of Phaeophyceae are chlorophyll A, chlorophyll C and fucoxanthin. If we talk about the reserve food material of brown algae or Phaeophyceae, then it would be mannitol and laminarin, and flagella are found in them. So let's write about the differences between red algae and brown algae here. Now, we have to differentiate between red algae and brown algae. In the left column, I am writing the red algae, and here brown algae. So the first point would be red algae are grouped under the class Rhodophyceae and the first point of brown algae is that brown algae are grouped under the class Phaeophyceae. The next thing which we are talking about the red algae is the presence of food material, the presence of reserve food material in them is they contain Floridian starch, which is similar to the glycogen in structure, Alright, so Floridian starch is the reserve food material in Rhodophyceae or in red algae. If we talk about the next, that is brown algae or Phaeophyceae, then they contain laminarin, mannitol as their reserve food material, as their reserve food material. Next thing which we are going to talk about them is, or the next difference we are going to talk about them is the main pigment, the major pigment, chlorophyll pigment present in them. So they contain, we are talking about the red algae or rhodophyceae, they contain chlorophyll A, chlorophyll D and phycoerythrin. Alright, if we are talking about the pigments present in brown algae or phaeophyceae, they contain chlorophyll A. Chlorophyll A is common in all of the three classes of algae, rhodophyceae, chlorophyceae and phaeophyceae. So chlorophyll A, they contain chlorophyll A, chlorophyll C and also they contain fucoxanthin. If we talk about the flagella, then flagella are absent in the members of rhodophyceae. Flagella is not found in them. Flagella are absent in the member of rhodophyceae or in red algae. And if we talk about the algae, the brown algae, then flagella are present. Flagella are present in them. Alright. So these are the basic differences between red algae and brown algae.